Hey, real quick before I go, chat room, before we start, I want to apologize. I've been pretty depressed lately. I'm choosing to talk about it now, before things really get started. It's been pretty. I've been trying to hide it, but I talked to a couple of other groups about it. I noticed today that the Living World wiki was taken down from the old games. Like it doesn't exist anymore. It's, that really sucks because there's a lot of memories on there, and I know that I know I have a lot of support from you guys. It just still hurts every day about everything lost. So I just wanted to apologize in case any of my roleplay isn't as sharp or if I move slowly. Sometimes when I'm like doing my work and I'm trying to get locked in and I'm like feeling it, and I just kind of freeze up sometimes, and it really sucks. But anyway, let's get into it, shall we? Thanks for watching. All right. Now for that. The song we were just listening to was by Chill Cartoon Vibes. Support their channel. It's super cool. Oh, I have to. Okay. Let's get this party started with a brand new beat. Everybody's dancing, I'm dancing for me. Moving up the volume, you could call any time. Alright, let's rock. Greetings, greetings, it's your boy, Arcadoodle Ding Dong.
Is that Lord Frieza?
No, I turned that off.
Not today.
I was very tempted just to keep all your DBZ like copies and just start playing the Frieza song and freak everyone out.
Bring it back now.
I am not the correct Eden.
My Eden gunners are missing.
I am not the correct Eden.
My Widow Peak!
Release the afro.
Release the afro.
Oh, the wrong Tucky.
It's the wrong Eden.
What?
It's the wrong Eden. On the talkie.
What?
Remember, she's in her a wife beater.
Oh, right, yeah.
Where's wife beater Eden?
Beat those wives.
I'm no longer a clown. There you go.
Well,
there I am. Yes.
I took my mask off.
Unleash the biddies.
Unleash the biddies.
Yeah.
like an infant.
It's the Shake the Rat game, but it's me.
Shake the baby.
Just started shaking her around. Ah! Maybe, you talking a little shit, I see. Let's just start shaking. I should do that more often. Next time Van gets mouthy as tail, just pick him up and start throwing him around. Whoa! Why have I done to displease you, my dear Lord?
Narrow urethra.
Narrow urethra. Okay, who's gonna give me the recap?
I got it this week.
Let me add a little.
I heard MSF and Migs complaining that they didn't have their Burger King crowns on. Can we hook them up on it?
Oh my.
You got them big enough for those fat heads of theirs?
Hold on. We'll get it.
Oh, what a jealousy coming out of the loser's mouth right now.
That's crazy.
I'll tell you what's crazy. I have hemorrhoids.
That is crazy.
F.
Yes, crown the twinks.
Is there a way I can just copy it from the other game?
Who are you calling a twink?
Oh, twink.
We are the same height.
I'm massive.
I don't know. There it goes. Well, do the recap while I try to figure that out.
All right. Let's see. Let me get in character. Where are my nephews? There we go. All right. After a month, we returned to the city of sapphires. Though the city promised wealth to even us outcasts, the foreign and the unvaunty, my companions and I are no richer for our endeavors here. Quite the contrary is true. Some of us are mangled and worse off for our latest mission. Eden, the foreigner, has had her heart replaced by a crude facsimile of nature, a beating and pumping lump of animate steel. Before we ventured forth, we witnessed slaves in the foreign markets here. When she showed no disdain for it and even blamed them for their condition, I wished her luck and swiftness should someday she... captured. The irony of her loss brings me no joy. Dagda, my tutor, suffered similarly, losing even the magic elven eyes that are his birthright. Though gifted, unwillingly, with incredible sight by the affair, I can hear the sadness in him when he's called to use it. Alikor, our battle alchemist, has reached the limit of his knowledge with the cursed spores we are to face and is no closer to his goals. And our people. Aer, whom I had once regarded with the same love I have for all of our people, demonstrated repeatedly her disregard for her duty as an unvaunty. She has lost her way. First as a woman who is yet to bear more of our kin into this land, and most egregiously when she would have more of us desecrated by the Metal Doctor. And for what? Some vain conception of honor? After all, what are three more dead on Vonti? We are dying off anyway. When she and Karaka failed to register any response to many of our people enslaved, even elders and children in this city, and she dragged me from this scene of utter disgust, I admit I lost my temper. I called her an epithet from my youth, non-Vonti, and left her in that alley. For her sake, I hope she finds her place and recognizes that the family she seeks is within her people again. And Karaka. Oh, Karaka. All he's gained from this trip is a recognition of his own failings. His prayers to the Black Beast sought for its power, to take instead of render service to the ancients. He now is lost, pursuing vanity to prove his own strength to himself. And as for myself, I sit here holding these 5 feathers, with a vision of the entrapped ancients in my mind. But there is something also, a seed of hope from which hundreds more may spring. I will take what I can from this supposed land of promise and forge an authentic one, a true free city for us and for my people, in the unclaimed lands of Bright Lake.
Very solid inspiration for you, my dude. Okay, I'm going to mute you guys for a second so I can make this fucking...
Yes, how dare you call me a twink?
I can hear you
It's
now.
bulk season. Oh.
I can hear you now.
Oh.
Oh.
The timing.
I was set up.
Okay.
Yes, right where it belongs.
Take that off of his head right now.
All right. Let's see.
Teo, how come you get 2 crowns?
It's not fair. It's mine.
It's mine.
Yes. Yes.
Butler?
Yes.
My crown butler.
Yes.
Can I duplicate it?
The
Then-
kiss, if only one of us get it, it might as well be me.
You have to share it.
Share.
Share the crown.
I don't want to share it. It's like the Xbox. Spy turn with the crowd.
Xbox delete.
Xbox
no.
turn off.
Migs, you got a fat head.
You got a big old head. Ah, yes. Look at us.
There.
Very good.
Okay. So
As we deserve. I'm drippy. Got him.
well,
Well,
what now?
All right, on the way back from the markets after I had my screaming fit at Ayer in an alley, I will meet back up with the rest of the party and walk back, I guess, towards the tavern that we are currently bunkered in.
Okay.
And I will pull Karaka aside as we walk.
Okay, let me take you to Saphira. The coiling flower.
Talagar just sort of stops.
Wait, are
Seeing
you guys
them, I
staying
guess.
at the coiling flower?
Yes, that's
Yes,
where
I
we
believe
last
so.
were.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Where the bedridden people are.
You guys were upstairs.
Yeah. Sleeping. Or are we?
Or are you?
Yeah.
Or am we is? Yes. Okay.
Hmm?
Alright, I will transport you guys to your room.
Oop.
Da, 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 da.
Come on.
Alright, you guys should be loading.
Loaded.
And
Yes.
there we go.
Not bedridden. Oh god.
All right. Before we enter, Karaka, would you join me outside? Trade not detected.
Sorry,
Tray
I,
not detect.
I didn't hear anything that just happened. There was an audio glitch on my end.
We just got here.
Hmm.
Trey, you've been asked outside by Teo.
He's like very anxiously walking.
You saw them, Karaka. You saw them, tens, maybe hundreds, even children and elders. You saw them and you said nothing. You saw air pull me away and you said nothing. Do you not care? I expected this of her, but from you?
What more can I do?
What
All
have
I've done
you
is
done?
lost. Nothing. I have nothing to prove myself.
Well, maybe this city is right for you. It seems you've succumbed to the apathy that is running through the people here, even our tribe's people.
My heart hurts for them. I can't do. I know I cannot do this. I don't believe I'm strong enough.
We are of a proud race. The strength is within you. But you can't forget that. Our ancients. You are strong, Karaka. And we need to be strong. We may not have the power to do something about it now, but maybe we've been in the city too long. I'm not content to become a house pet. Not sure if you are. Something must be done to get those people out of the conditions that they're living in. Maybe not now, but maybe when we are finally make some money.
I guess that would be wise.
When the time comes, will you help me? And not just stand with your mouth agape, watching this wrongness perpetuate itself.
I will do my best. I can promise you that.
I will count on you. He will push the door open.
Talakar will sort of just look at you. Were you guys loud? Because
Yeah.
just sort of raise a single eyebrow, but really won't say much about it. He'll let out a sigh. Well, things have certainly gone to shit, but maybe we can make a comeback with this job and finish it up, and then get a move on with other things, yeah? Hello?
Teo's staring at
Hello?
you.
I'm staring at you like that. That was the most nonchalant. Like, what? I'm thinking of what to say.
I did not pay any attention to what you just said. I'm staring at the wall angrily.
Talakar
Karaka is like not very present.
and you
Just to
speak up.
specify, me and Mig aren't bedridden anymore, right?
Yeah, you guys are healthy enough to move around.
Yeah. Would we know exactly what the abacus did to remedy our ailments? Like, specifically, like my poisoning and our stat issues?
Lots of rest and good food.
Nice.
You know, most things that are cured that way.
Okay. There's a clear tension over the party, and Teal'c's quite upset. Talakar, how was your trip to the market? Did you get me what I asked for?
He'll sort of let out a sigh. I looked, but I couldn't find him.
So you're gonna roll a deception because you didn't even look.
You don't know that. You weren't
Yeah.
even there.
Yes, but you're gonna roll a deception
That-
because you
yeah.
didn't.
Look.
That's
But okay.
know.
okay.
You're
So-
actively lying.
So, did you look at all?
Yes. I couldn't remember one fucking word, but sure. But okay.
If
I
you
can go
didn't
check my
remember
blood.
what I
Roll
asked
deception.
for, if you didn't remember what I asked for, you didn't look.
It would be a
Okay.
deception in either case. It would be a deception.
Rolling it.
Oh, damn.
Roll an insight.
Maybe you did look. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, see, he totally did.
You
You're
totally
being,
looked.
you're being kind of mean.
Unfortunate. What do you mean? You think he was sold or something?
Could have been sold, could have been moved.
Unfortunate.
Sold.
What was that?
Yeah, sold. Those pissy teenager vibes right now.
Yes, I'm
Pissy teenager, right?
just gonna look at him up and down and okay. Was the vendor at least still there?
Well, I got in an argument with him, and crossbows were pointed at me.
That's a large gap in his story. Go back to the start. How did you get into an argument with him?
I noticed them looking and pointing and
Pointing at who? You?
eyes look over to Teo. At Teo.
Apostles of a foreigner church have set up in the foreigner market. They are administering this slave trade that's happening here.
Yeah, the slave traders, they were looking at Teo, sizing him up like they were finna kidnap him and put him on the market too. I kind of walked over and told him not to do that. I threatened him. Didn't go well for me. Had crossbows pointed at my back.
What ancient's damned religion did they purport to follow?
Oh, those guys? Babylonians. Art of the deal
Huh.
type of guys.
You seem to know a bit
Devils in
about
the
them.
details.
Well, yes, their religion is widely.
Did you just quote the Trump book in canon? Okay,
I'm going to hurt you.
please continue.
Oh.
Don't mind me.
Yes, demons.
Yeah, well, their religion is quite free back home in Calcatesh. This practice isn't uncommon there.
With the irony to call them free in your lands, when they're here enslaving my people.
The same happened at home. It was not uncommon to see.
Why are they allowed
Yeah.
to perpetuate this? Do people not see that this is unjust?
Many do.
A lot of them.
That is the problem with having power, isn't it?
Right, and we have so little. And so little gold. In this company that values gold above all else, Eden and I made more money as doctors for a day than a month of our adventuring so far. And look what it's done to us. Your heart, his eyes. What will be taken from us next?
He'll frown at that. Telecar will frown at that.
Are we going to address the elephant in the room that somebody is missing?
Frankly, I don't care where she goes.
Yes. I
If
guess.
she's away without leave, then we will just ask Annabelle for a replacement.
Well, I think we must. We aren't going into a simple mission.
Yeah.
Did anything else of interest happen in the market while we were here resting?
Let me
Looks
see.
like Karaka pouting.
Honestly, that was really the highlight.
Well, you at least got
Oh, yeah.
Dagda's mask, didn't you? Or his wood.
Shit.
Oh,
I
oh, you forgot.
forgot about.
It's
Yeah, I
alright.
forgot that one.
I can move now, so I'll just get it to myself. Don't worry.
If you want, I can pay for it.
I'm
For ya.
alive now, so I can do it.
Yeah.
I'll make it up to you. I can pay for it if you want.
You don't
What's
really
your
need
interest? What's your interest in this market? They just have a bunch of animals and people for sale.
And
Never-
hearing the word animal, Talakar will sort of snap his fingers. Oh yeah, there was one other thing. Hey, there was something from back home.
Priorities.
That they had on the market. Would I know a Velociraptor coming from Magital, Arcadum?
Yeah, you know what that is.
There was a Velociraptor on sale. Apparently.
what?
It's a large lizard. They're actually quite fun when they're not trying to eat you.
Large lizard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perhaps we can go check it out. But I believe Teal'c was asking me a question.
What is your interest? You never struck me much as a person or animal person. A people or animal person.
I don't think we've struck in each other as any type of people. I have my own interest. I would like to go check something out. It has piqued that interest.
Where they're selling my people. You wish to go there. What piques your interest about that? If there was something I could do when I was there, I would have done it.
Like what? Cause a scene, get arrested, or gestures to Talakar, have crossbows pointed at you?
Oh my god, this is going to start a fight. What is the point of this?
I'm simply going to go check something out.
Goes back to angrily scribbling.
It goes back to my own business.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can't go back there.
Well, I assumed you wouldn't.
Obviously not.
I'm just gonna get out ahead of this. How much money do you have?
To who, me? I have 100.
Yeah.
I have blah, 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 blah. 150.
You cannot afford a
125.
Velociraptor.
I know I can't afford a Velociraptor. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. We can afford something else. I will look over at Karaka. Never mind. Let's get what we need done to secure the mission, and then I will go and handle what I need to handle. How about that?
Ooh.
Sounds fine to me.
Would you want me to come with?
We will discuss this afterwards.
Why am I always in control?
What was that?
He's like curling in the chair.
What I do? I didn't do nothing.
He's like L sitting.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
rub both of my hands down my face. Both the Anvanti came back pissed off or upset. Talakar forgot all of our stuff, and me and Mig have been sitting here having tea time. This is great. Wonderful. Well then, stands up. Let's go meet with Annabelle. Secure what we need to secure, and then we can do whatever comes next.
Sick.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah. Begins packing up his papers. All right.
This door walks out.
Oh,
After you.
I was waiting for you, but I.
He's still again, just being very annoying.
Gods.
Man. Like I'm in high school all over again. The party gathers and ventures down the stairs.
Don't break any now.
He said the word. He said the words.
Is it the word?
Yeah, here we go. Gibbity bip, gibbity. Oh my god. Hold on, I have to fix something
Votes. Big
because
Sam.
Kate
Holding.
dropped the ball.
Classic
Oh.
Kate. Where's your cat friend, Karaka?
My Eidolon Quoll.
I haven't seen him in a while.
Oh yeah.
Right, yes, the
Mm.
talking cat.
Anyway, there hasn't been a real reason to bring him out, and I mean that I would be causing suspicion for having it with me.
Why would it be suspicious to have your cat man with you? This is the free city, after all. Should you not be free to have him out? They let us wander the streets, after all.
He'll think about it.
Who turned
No,
out the
no.
lights?
I also wish I knew what was wrong with my microphone, because it's still not loud, and I don't know why.
You sound perfect,
sound
baby.
fine.
It's alright.
They sound fine to me. Were you reading chat? Be honest,
Perchance.
Trey.
Catches.
Perchance.
What,
I'm
I have
loaded.
an embedded chat.
what is the rule? What is the rule, Trey?
I don't know. Don't look at chat.
Correct. I don't know why this person keeps saying you sound like a mouse, because you sound fine to me.
Whip yourself 5 times on stream, open mic right now.
Hey, yo.
That's the penalty.
I'm loaded.
Lick myself?
Whip.
Jesus,
Oh.
Trey, come on.
I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair.
Mm.
Okay, is everybody here?
I am loaded indeed.
What are you pointing at, Mig? What's wrong?
Art.
What about it?
Oh.
Oh, you mean your new
Oh.
art that you haven't gotten to yet because you haven't left for your adventure? Why don't you calm down?
Fine.
Yeah,
I can
fine.
wait.
What's the pointer finger at? I forget which button that is.
X.
That's X.
My girlfriend has slightly bad hearing. Well, I've got him at max. I don't know what to tell you. Turn your TV up. I was looking up too. Oh fuck. Okay, is everybody in?
Yes.
Okay. As you approach, you will see that Annabelle is seated at the spot where all of the abacus are seated. You will see, however, that she is joined by a stranger that is seated to her left.
That's my spot.
Greg, please introduce yourself and your character.
Hovering Craig.
Oh, goodness. Seems I've arrived. I am going today being playing Butler, also known as Ivan Hailborn. He is a Mornguard fighter. He is a servant of a noble lord who had escaped the war from the north and fled to Saphira, and is now cooperating with the Abacus both for political power and also to assist myself for personal reasons.
They make you the appropriate size.
Oh my.
Okay.
That's a big one.
As the party approaches, Annabelle will call over her shoulder without looking up. Take a seat.
Okay.
And 1 second while I load up the second part.
Oh god.
As character has been introduced. Hey, there it is.
Even my talkie's bulky. Good lord.
Made him very large.
You can do it.
There's watches. He did it. Yeah.
You are not lying. There are many natives amongst them.
It is good to see you all. We have much to discuss, and I do not have a lot of time to go over it, so I shall be forthright. It would seem that one of your squad has decided to resign this morning. This has resulted in quite a bit of recalibration. As fortune would have it, an associate of mine has lended me their personal guard in order to fill the vacant slot, in the hopes that they would be able to assist directly with the source of the poison disease malady that is emanating from Pride Lake. As such, I have also taken it upon myself to receive the political backing required to send you as official envoys of the Abacus rather than in secret. Therefore, I have been able to sequester more funds for your proposed travel.
Thank the ancients.
Yes, the ancients. Or my political expertise, whichever you prefer. As such, you shall be granted the supplies that you need, a stipend as well to sustain yourself, as you will most likely be cut off from any access to an Abacus chapter house, and indeed, you shall be granted the use of a lake spur.
What is this? What is this word, Dagda? Lake spur?
Ah, yes, of course. Allow me. A lake spur is a type of vehicle, a boat, I believe.
That'll make things a hell of a lot easier getting in and out.
Yes, the River Kings have lent us one of their best. It cost quite a bit of gold, so I expect you to take care of it. It is lightweight, easy to carry, and will house enough of you whilst crossing the lake. It even comes equipped with sleeping quarters, albeit they will be tight, as her eyes flit over to Butler.
Yes, as a servant, such things are common. I will adjust.
That's a big man.
No. Proper.
Fucking 7-foot giant.
Respect the girth.
Craig, did you hover over your token?
Hovers. Everybody hovers. Oh my god.
It's been the entire time, and I was wondering if that was done by Arcadum or like
No,
you just
that
got
was
pranked.
that was done by Kate.
Oh, okay.
Craig, I would like
Well,
your
okay.
I would like your reaction, please. Do you find it amusing? Oh, yes. Craig! Fine, I'll fix it.
It is hilarious. My apologies. I was laughing so hard in the background. I had to mute myself.
Good, sir.
My lord, it is such a wonderful joke.
Oh,
Everyone, please clap. Clap for our Lord.
Thank you,
It is
thank you.
absolutely wonderful.
For chat's purposes, his token name was I like boys and girls. That is an inside joke of the Discord, because Craig is a good person.
Yeah. Hey.
Why you gotta slander
For-
me like this?
Slander me. He
Thank you,
does.
my God.
Honestly, he does look like an Overwatch character. That's true.
New Doomfist skin just dropped.
A new Doomfist skin, but he has two fists. Can be Doomfist.
Mhm.
Anyway, enough of that. Annabelle will kind of snap her fingers. Now, you will be expected to leave soon. Unfortunately, you will not have time to dally. I shall see that you are all restocked from your previous mission. You shall be granted 2 elixirs from our personal stores to ensure that your survival is paramount. Keep in mind, as she starts to hand out dossiers, Your mission parameters have changed. New information has come to light, as Mistress Hightower has provided more of the, well, let us say, political sway that we require.
And what information is that?
Classified information that will not be of any use to you on your mission.
Fair enough.
Lady
Now-
Annabelle, if I may. The unfortunate loss of our last companion has left us without a guide. I am a novice hunter. I cannot lead my way through woods. Does the abacus have any, I don't know, new recruits or any such person who could serve as our guide through the wilderness?
That would survive it? Most likely not. I am afraid that you will have to, he said, improvise. Or should I give the mission to those that can?
I will. I will assure that these people will make it. Worry not.
Yes, and we should have a discussion as well. I shall have it in front of these abacus mercenaries so that you can understand. You are not one of us. I am doing this as a favor. Though it might seem that you are the one doing the favor, make no mistake. It is my friend that I am helping. I expect that they will survive, and that you will prove your worth compared to the money that I spent to have you allocated here. You had better be worth it.
I shall act with honor, within your name and within the rules that you guide me.
We shall see. You leave in 4 days. I have arranged transport there, as well as the lake spur. You will travel by carriage. It will be swift, well watered, and the horses will be changed. It is my hope that with enough speed, you may beat the cloud that the winds are currently carrying over Blackfield. If not, she will place gas masks on the table. You may incorporate these in your travels.
Talakar will take one
And for the horses.
and nod.
She will look over. What do you mean?
Will they be getting one as well?
There are no masks for the horses.
Blinks.
Stairs.
Oh. My apologies.
Thank you for your generosity, Lady Abacus. I will ensure that this mission continues and makes profit for the company.
Yes. Indeed. Speaking of profit, for your personal accounts, the party will each be handed 1,500 gold pieces.
Oh, money.
To do with as you wish.
It smells delicious.
Except Butler.
Huge, Craig L.
I am quite used to limited financial support. Worry not.
When she said elixirs, like 2 elixirs, was that 2 elixirs to each of us or 2 elixirs for the
No,
party?
2 elixirs for the party. I am not giving you
I didn't-
12 elixirs.
Hey, she could have been balling like that.
Sorry, but that's not army strong.
Just we're lucky we got anything at all.
That's, yeah. You're lucky you get
Yeah.
2. They may be, however, elixirs of your choice. I would suggest elixirs of life. But what do I know?
Fucking yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can choose any that you'd like.
In agreement?
What are the elixirs again?
Evolution, faith,
Elixir-
life,
Don't worry.
truth,
Eli-
and absolution.
Elixirs are the artifact potions. They're the big ones.
Okay.
All right. With that, she will say, "That will do all. Dismissed."
Nod and get up and go back.
You may use this table to discuss. She will get up and leave.
Thank you, Captain.
Thank
She
you, Captain.
does not respond.
Yeah.
She cares about us.
She's
She
in,
loves us.
she's in bad bitch mode. She has stuff to do.
She cares about us.
She cares.
I hope that wasn't offensive. I don't know how to do girl speak.
No.
She's a girl boss.
So we got a gas mask.
Okay, each of you have a gas mask. You have 2 elixirs. You have 1,500 gold to spend as you wish. Your rations will be taken care of. Your transport will be taken care of. Anything else that you want / need, you'll have to buy from your own personal store.
So it's direct
and we have 4
transport.
days.
So it's direct transport to the lake, not going to Blackfield.
It's carriage transport to the edge of the road, and then you have a lake spur that you will carry to the water, and then you'll use that to cross the lake.
I see.
The carriage will take you as far as it can.
Yeah.
And we have
Trey,
4 days.
Hold on, Trey.
of down.
I'll help you. Jesus Christ. Here. There. So I'm trying to get into the chair. He's also muted.
I know that feeling.
I hear that dog drinking.
I'm sorry, I'll mute.
Gulp, gulp, gulp.
Well,
Fault.
Butler will then
Hmm.
stand for a quick moment, and he will then give a quick bow. I believe it is time for a more proper introduction. I am Butler. Would prefer if you would call me as such, at least for now. I come from Mornhow, a assistant to my lord, and fallen from some amount of grace. But I will assure you that I am more capable than most in combat, even protecting any of you. And I am more than able to supply food and the such for any that need it. My apologies, this is... mercenary work is a bit beneath... He'll actively correct himself. Not my usual duties.
and I am Teo Tepewani of the First Peoples. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I'm Dagda, and I hail from the Miserans. Yes.
Raise her hand. Aiden, Calcatesh. Yeah.
Raises, sort of give you a nod. Talakar's Sidewinder from Calcatesh.
I am Karaka Akacheta. I am the main caster, I believe.
He'll start to give a bow, and then kind of... When you say caster, what do you mean?
Offensive magic.
Yes. I do hope you understand how to control such things, yes?
Say it with your chest,
I would.
boy.
I wouldn't be here if I weren't.
Show some pride in your craft. He is an excellent caster. He's failed many beasts. We were beset when we were in Blackfield, and he defeated a majority of them. He's quite capable.
I do what I can.
That reminds me. These beasts, what is happening in this land. I heard stories of it being a highly unnatural, accursed land. Could you inform me of what we might see?
Delico,
Do you know what a construct is?
I understand construction. What do you mean by construct?
Well, closest thing I can think of. Have you ever seen a golem?
What?
Right. Basically, metal men.
A knight.
In a way, but not exactly. And undead.
I know of an undead, yes.
But a construct, well, you could call it a man made entirely out of metal. Or some such
So
material.
they replace the man's flesh with metal? Like an undead replaces life
Pretty much.
with magic? Such accursed techniques.
Speaking of techniques, we've just lost our survivalist. What are your talents? Or how do you do finding ways in the wild?
I have spent most of my life living within the city. I am not an outdoorsman.
Well, that leaves us in a difficult position for the trip back.
Yes, well, we have 4 days to figure this all out.
From my understanding, there is some equipment that should help you. Maps, compasses, spyglasses. My lord has many such artifacts for when he would go out hunting. Without the other nobles, it was a bit of a, I guess you could say, game in your eyes.
Hunting is no sport.
Oh, then you simply don't understand the rules.
Well, that said, sure, we may inquire about these tools, maybe even use some of our funds to purchase them. Do you believe, with the somewhat seemingly delicate nature of our mission, that Lady Annabelle would be upset with us hiring a local guide? Maybe one from Blackfield, or one out of here. She certainly wasn't forthcoming with an abacus mercenary to supply.
Well, if you have the currency, I see no reason not to, but I do remember her stating about survival of said individual being unlikely. If you only care about getting there, then he'll shrug. So do I.
Do you know how to how do you say this? To ride a boat? To direct a boat?
Steer? No.
Sail.
Yes.
Again, most of my life in a city that is surrounded by mountain and wilderness and snow.
Well, I should hope that you know how to do something.
He will lift the big gauntlets up into the air and just kind of crack his knuckles while they're within it. There is plenty I know how to do. Trust me.
Do you care to share?
Then I guess is someone here ready for a joust?
Looks at Talakar.
He'll shrug his shoulders. Sure. I guess. Stand up.
Come, let us go outside. I would not wish to damage anything within here.
Right.
Come along now. We have a bit of a show to give.
Hope someone decides to pay for it.
I'm going to go watch. Skitters.
Dagda, I had something I wish to ask of you.
Waits for
alright.
Baraka. Come here.
Yes, Tail?
The other day, when I went to address my people here in town, the crowds passed me by without giving so much of a regard to me. I told them of my vision, I showed them the feather, I told them all I could about my wish to serve them, and I don't know how to get the attention of the people. How do you do it?
So they, from what it looks of it, they chose to ignore you? Is that correct to assume?
I can't understand how it could not be interesting to hear of their own ancients.
Well, I suppose it's more of the if they want to hear you. If they didn't seem to pay any mind to it, then I suppose... Sorry, I do not know too much about your people and your ancient and such.
Despite what the common perception of my people are, we are people, just as any others. Would they not be entertained somehow by someone like you? Would you assist me in maybe making this, just gaining more eyes on the message?
So you want
More
to
ears.
be... So you want to be heard, is from... you want me to assist you with being heard?
If
What you think?
if you would be so kind, I would absolutely appreciate your help. I'm not talented in this regard as much as you, and your dances and previously your songs were. It does something to the people. It brightens their hearts, and all I see is a disease of apathy in the town, and I wish to bring them hope.
Well,
Maybe you can help me.
I would certainly love to help you.
I would gladly pay for your services.
No need. We are companions after all. You only need us to ask.
Thank you.
Hmm?
Maybe we can join the others then?
Yes, perhaps you should witness what's about to happen before leaving. Yeah.
Meow.
Did something scare you?
No.
Abel's chair shattered.
Ah, good. The rest of the crowd has arrived. And he will quickly flip out a knife from out his sleeve and wield it. Albeit it's rather large comparative.
Dalakar will sort of take his hand axe and his dagger out from his waist sash and sort of flip them in his hands. All right. Whenever you're ready, big guy.
All right. Please, take the first swing.
Dalakar will.
All right, do you guys want to actually do a duel, or are you just gonna roleplay it yourselves?
Beat his ass.
I mean, I got
More
challenge. I'll
fireworks.
challenge him if he wants.
Sure.
All right.
All right. Well, if we're gonna duel, then we're gonna do duel rules, which is you decide if you want first blood, bloodied, or unconscious / death.
I'm okay with bloodied.
Yeah, bloody sounds fine to me.
Okay. So in that case, dueling works based off of martial clashing against each other, which you will roll your basic attack rolls, and we'll determine it that way. It's done through a wound system. Because you chose to go to bloodied, it is the first one to 2 wounds. Wounds can only be applied if you have advantage. You fight for advantage based off of clashing. Once you have advantage, if you want to clash, you deal 1 wound. And critical hits, whilst you have advantage, grant 2 wounds. Which are just critical clashes. You just roll 20. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Also, you're invited to roleplay as much as possible.
Yes.
You can roleplay out your attacks and all that. We ignore other rules. Okay, music's pumping.
Oh. I hope you're not afraid of a little blood.
I don't hear the music.
I hear it. Give it a sec.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, you good? All right,
Yeah.
here
Oh,
we
sick.
go. Combat begins. Butler.
Well, I already gave him the first swing, so I'm going to walk up, gonna hit him with the challenge, and I'm going to prepare. Or if he attempts to attack, I will shove him to the ground.
Okay, so none of that matters.
Oh, no?
Yes, as I literally just explained the dual rules. Did you not listen to a word I said?
Well, you're saying martial classes? I'm not exactly sure how it works.
I said other rules don't matter.
Ah.
So just roll an attack roll. That's it.
Abilities don't
Understood.
matter.
Understood.
Oh.
Okay. You roll yours, Talcart?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
You gain advantage. Talakar, describe how you gain advantage. You haven't scored a wound yet.
Talakar sort of ducks low as he sees the wide swing coming, and he uses his dagger to sort of push it down to deflect it, coming in with his axe,
Okay.
aiming for possibly the gut.
Okay. Good. Okay, Talakar, you have advantage. So both of you roll martial classes now. Just attack rolls. Whoever rolls higher.
Woo, rolling hot today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Talakar, you score a wound. Please describe it.
As the axe swings in, he, instead of going for his gut, he aims at his arm, letting it bite in just deep enough to draw a little bit of blood, and then he sort of backs off. Ah, you're a big one. Sturdy too.
Lovely.
Initiative reset. Martial clash.
It is good to see you still have strength in your group.
Okay. Describe your attack, Butler, and then Talakar, describe what you do to gain advantage.
No, well, he's got a little bit of blood soaking into his arm, and he's feeling a little wounded in that. Goes in for another swing at the exact same angle, and ends up getting caught out again.
Talakar, describe how you get advantage.
Going in at the same way, he sort of just lets his dagger slide down and deflect off of his arm, and then aims at his other arm, trying to disable him.
Okay.
Come on, big guy, is that all you got?
Talakar has advantage. Clash it up. Talakar loses advantage. Please describe how you make him lose advantage, Butler.
As his blade comes in, finding the gap in my swing, my other hand comes in and swats the blade away. Not quite yet. Come, let's swing a few more.
Okay, roll to gain advantage. Advantage has been negated.
Whew.
Okay, describe how you gain advantage, Talakar.
Seeing that his swing goes a bit wide and is blocked, he sort of slips in, dancing around him, using his speed and his smaller stature to his advantage, and starts to aim at his legs. Come on! Is that all you really have? With a body that big, you need to be swinging harder, man.
All right, roll it up.
All right. Comes in with a downswing. Oh, gonna catch you on the top of the temple.
All right, describe how you get back advantage there.
He swings in, going in for his temple, and while not quite making it, does make him fall back a little too far, losing his position.
Okay. Advantage has been negated.
All right.
Flash it up. Talakar, describe how you get advantage again.
Getting a hit in on his temple, Talakar sort of just backs up a bit, shakes it off, goes in low to try and kick out his feet from under him, sliding under him, and then hit him in his backside.
Okay. Flash it up.
Oh, did it.
Oh, goodness.
All right, describe your wound, Talakar.
After the slide in from under him, he sort of jumps up, popping up to his feet, digging in, and just sort of aims to go at his back and just dig in with both of his axe and his dagger at the same time.
All right.
And
In the resounding battle, Talakar dips low beneath the butler's defensive, sliding into the back. Fang and Tooth making short work of the defense of his back, cutting through his suit. Small drops of blood fall from the weapons. Butler turns to face him, and the fight is decided.
Whew.
It seems I have done a rather disgraceful display today. You will bow deeply to you. You have won today, and I have not proved myself.
Talakar
Well-
will
Well fought.
Talakar will sort of flick his axe and his dagger and holster him, and then give him a big smile, holding out his hand. Don't worry about it.
He will.
You got me good.
As Talakar steps forward to grasp your hand, he falls forward. The damage from the temple graze almost knocking him unconscious itself.
He will
Stumbles.
catch his hand, not lifting him or anyway, but just going in for the grab and stabilizing him with just the handhold. Well fought.
Indeed. Well fought.
Well, if you're done beating up on each other, I'd like to go do some things.
12 gold coins are thrown by the nearby crowd. Yeah!
Yo.
Fuck it.
Wait, hold
I'll
on.
split that with-
Hit him a couple more times.
All right. A Saphiran guard will start to approach. Hey, what's going on over here?
Just a gentleman's duel. Apologies if we were disruptive.
Who won?
He will gesture to this man over here.
He'll look over at
Talakar will sort of
Talakar,
just wave his hand.
and then we'll look at Butler. Yeah, right, and walks away.
Cover his mouth.
Truly.
Talakar
I have
will
not
just
been
roll
so
his eyes.
easily bested since I last fought with my father. A sad display. But I hope at least some amount of my physical skill was displayed.
Yes,
Be right back, PP.
it was. Hmm.
You
Trust
there,
me,
Vin?
that blow to the temple was that was a hefty one. You certainly packed some power behind your punches.
Yeah, years of training and dedication. Worry not. Little bit of a sit down, and you should be fine within a few minutes.
Talakar will just sort of nod at that and step back.
Theo begins to approach Eden with the side chatter that was happening during the fight. And thinking that she has a good point, that his faith has really only brought trouble to us so far. At least in her perspective, I'm sure. He will nod in concession and linger.
Just sitting across this, I'm assuming, large planter, with her arms crossed. I don't mean to disrespect or assume your faith isn't real, but from personal experience, faith has only done things to break, and I've not seen the positive sides many speak of having faith.
And certainly the Galkatoshian faith is responsible for much suffering of my people here. I can understand how awful. Should you be familiar with that there should be others equally as heinous elsewhere. I do not fault you for that, but I would invite you to maybe see and share in my faith. I spoke to Dagda earlier, and he agreed to assist me in addressing the native peoples here at some point before we depart. I would invite all of you to come with me, if for nothing else, then to maybe understand us a bit more. It would be much appreciated, but not necessary, should you wish to do else.
Well, what I wish to do is in that general area, so not in any rush. And in regards to your question on the slave market that is selling your people, do not mistake my lack of reaction on slaves for my acceptance of it. My closest childhood friends were slaves that I played with. It is simply a state of being, one that can be changed. That's simply how I view it.
Servants of yours, I take it?
No,
Looks at Butler.
no. I did not have servants. But yes, I do not mind coming to witness. I will not lie and say that I am not interested in your faith, but I was interested in many faiths, and the same result I found. But I will stay open-minded.
I thank you. When the time comes, I will call for you, and any of those who wish to accompany us. You as well, manservant.
Butler was the word.
Call him Butler.
Yes, it is Butler. Apologies if the duel was not worth your watch. It did not seem you are too interested in its results. So, but that is my fault, and I will not blame you for it.
It is, I am not a warrior. My father may have been, but that is not my calling. I do appreciate how you've cultivated yourself.
Though
The
I
value
did-
of your flesh, of your body has a sacred thing is something that I can understand. Flexes pecs.
Flexes pecs back.
Runs a hand down my face. Dear God, there's two of them.
They're sparkling.
They're so tall.
Oh,
It's the Full Metal Alchemist scene where they
Yes,
both just
it
dap
is.
each other up.
But
Now grip
if
his hand.
you extend,
Now.
Strength, contested
No.
strength checks.
or the real way that we true men, we interlock thighs.
Ugh.
Starts doing squats in the middle of the street. Okay.
Alright.
How come you to serve another man? For all my limited knowledge, I cannot understand this practice.
It is simple. Some men are leaders, and leaders need followers. I heard you speaking of slaves earlier, of your people. This is a
Yes.
disgusting thing. These are false followers, people who are forced into a line to follow the laws of another without understanding them, respecting them. My lord is a man of action and forethought. I respect him, even if now he has fallen in many ways. He is still the man that I respect. I follow him because I choose to, because I believe he is a good enough man, just as my forefathers believed in his forefathers.
Generational servitude. This
And they
is okay with you? Do you not have ambitions outside of the service of another?
Many of my family can, and at many times do. But it is up to the wielder. And he'll hold up one of the gauntlets that seems a bit more ornate. Our duty is to serve the Lord. And the duty of the Lord is to assure both prosperities of not just their own families, but our own. It is a heavy task, and one that they take up as well. It is not though it is within a family, it is not something that is simply passed down from father to son. It too is an earned seat.
I see. Well, that you are not compelled to serve another is a unique idea I do not believe I've been familiar with. And
Many may see it this way. We understand better.
well, I am glad that you can understand the wrongness of the other side of that coin.
He will just give you a nod.
Well, Pelikar and Butler, if you would need me to see to your wounds, allow me. And
If
will-
you must, it is but a small scratch.
It's but a scratch.
Sure. If you want, I appreciate it.
he will patch you up. Well then,
Now that you boys are done kissing, what you guys doing next?
Wanted to go to the market and do your thing.
Eden, you said you wanted to take off or something, or do you want to?
Well, I agreed to go with you because it's in the same general area. I would like to go to the market, but I'm pretty sure the Poles district is nearby, so we can go to your stuff first, and then I'll do my stuff after.
Course, I see, of course. Oh,
fucking-
yes. Yeah, let us
Just
go.
does not mean we're poor, okay?
Just
I didn't say on Monty we're there. If you're just, that sounds like a projection to me.
Looks like
Well, that's-
someone's
Ooh.
projecting.
Well, that's where I said I was going, so the inference is that they're poor.
That's because
Well,
they
they're
are
there.
poor.
They're
That's the beauty of it. They're actually poor.
Yes,
And
we're,
lesser people, too.
We can go do his stuff, and then
I have
I'll
heard
do my
this in the
stuff
courts
next.
many times. Have yet to meet any, and unfortunately, it's hard to fight such words.
Craig, please join. Please gather.
Oh no, darkness has swallowed me before I could gather.
And that's why you have to gather before we venture forth.
No.
Okay. So is everybody coming to the Anvanti district?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Okay.
Better put on a show.
All right. So, Dagda, maybe you can do a performance to draw the crowds in, and I will maybe assist you by performing the serpent dance, or my fighting style to mimic your sword dance as well. Maybe that will draw some eyes. We can make a show of it.
Yes, it is what I'm best at, I suppose.
The crowd likes Butler beating up on Talakar. I could do that.
Talakar will side-eye Eden, hearing that, and roll his eyes. He doesn't say anything, though.
Ugh, my pride can only take so much a beating a day, and though I still have confidence, I'd rather not take the risk of losing 2 duels in a day.
I guess we shall sit back and watch them.
Okay. Can you set the scene for us, Arcadum?
I sure can.
Into
One
the
moment.
polls.
One moment. Let me describe the scene of the various pores that you encountered. There I was, surrounded. All right, let's see here. Okay. Realize the music's on. Change that.
Loading Desolate Alley 2.
Loading Desolate Alley 2. Okay, so as you walk amongst the Anvanti, and well, not just the Anvanti, but there are others that live here. But as you walk amongst your people and amongst the poor, you can see that today. Let me roll, actually. Today is a beautiful day. The crisp, cold air of the approaching winter is nullified nearly completely of the southern coast. Despite that, there is still a slight chill to the air, making for crisp, almost autumn-like weather, a rarity in Saphira. Furthermore, the people, with such a nice day, have taken it upon themselves to enjoy the outdoors, the light that pours in from the sun, warming them as they go about their work. There is a discernible uptick to the moods of those present, despite their surroundings. You can see that a gathering throng of Anvanti are on break from their dock work. Fresh new supplies and trade has come in from the winter call. Soon there will be not much work for anyone once the winter chills come in, but until then, there is plenty of work all at once. Everyone's pockets are fatter than they normally are, paydays happen more frequently, and, well, a spending spree, a fever of commerce, can be seen even here in the poorest dregs of Saphira. That is what you see.
Teo will lead Dagda to some place where, I don't know, are there crates about? Like, can we push a couple together to make like a stage, maybe?
Gathering some of the larger crates, pushing them together. It doesn't take long before people realize what you're doing, and a few even help. Such a fine day could use some additional entertainment. A makeshift stage is built in the middle of the cobbled road. People give it a wide berth. Some approach, gazing, looky-looing, and rubbernecking from their current position, curious to see what will happen next.
Please, everyone, stand a bit back. A couple of feet, maybe. I wish to address you and to provide you a show. My companion is very talented in the means of dance, and he's accompanied me far. He is a friend to the Anvanti, as well as my other companions you see here. And he will help Dagda on top of the crates. After judging them himself and his prodigious weight, he will decline to step onto them. Instead, opting to stand below him, but still somewhat on level with him, as he's a shorty. And
You take that back.
I will gesture to Dagda to begin performing his sword and spear dances.
Nod sagely.
Hold on, I have something prepared for this.
Oh.
Hmm.
Okay. Dagda, as you step up onto the crates, you pull forth your scimitar and spear and concentrate. Bardic energy begins to bloom and lift all around you. Music, summoned from unknown places, whether it be from the strangers watching or from the residual magic around you. There are few times in which someone may enter their element so easily. But this is one of those times. The call of the dance. From the dance, the blessings of life. Which kind of dance would you like to do? You may choose one of them. I have music for both, or for each of them. Which of your dances would you like to activate?
From the Aaron class, right?
Mhm.
Hmm. So someone wants to assist, I guess. He'll do the dance of the mana, Rinkin Adrahiekta. Rinkin Adrahiekta, yeah.
Okay. Wait, which one are you doing?
Rinkin
The
Adrahiekta.
mana one?
The 6th level dance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
At first, there is silence. Dagda assumes a pose. His spear and scimitar crossed over his chest. Silence grows. Those watching, lean in. See what may happen next. Dagda, please roll your performance check.
Just normal?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Nice.
Thus,
Nice.
it starts softly, the drums rising, until finally, through the soft flow, the battle begins.
Ooh.
Dagda begins his dance. A swirling display of moving sword and slicing spear, thrusting blade and martial adept. He leaps through the air like the wind itself carries him with each jump, with each leap, with each roll, with each shifting discretion, with each stance and parry. The display of a martial master. His feet move in ways that defy understanding, his bones almost seeming like liquid. The blade sticks into the crate. He lifts himself with a single hand. The core creating 3 limbs, 1 of spear and 2 of his legs, as he spins in place with a single hand atop the hilt of his scimitar. The people watching gasp in equal. They applaud and clap and cheer with each trick, with each rising display. May make another performance check. As the show continues, crates begin to fly up, pulled by Dagda's spear, each one sliced to a perfect square, until each is gone and naught but a single wall remains. And from that, he cuts a single swipe, and within it, the symbol of the Avanti flies through the air and lands precariously, but stably, atop of one of the nearby houses. The people watching continue to cheer and cry out. The crowd grows. The crescendo calls. Your last performance check. Dagda continues his dance, the magic flowing around him. Teo dances alongside him. His feet may not be as sure, and may pale in comparison to a master. But still, the cohesion of divinity, one of spirit and one of nature itself. Slowly, Dagda's eyes begin to wash with light, mana coursing through his body. The crates shatter under such a weight. His feet begin to carve into the stone around him, the symbol of the Avanti. Those pieces of stone and pebble and rock that are cut begin to dance with him as well, forming a circle of stones. As the Airn finishes his dance, the rocks fall, and the people cheer.
After spinning with his Makaweedle and his feather out, trying to match the steps of Dagda and failing, but trying nonetheless to keep up, he will raise the feather into the air. It is one of the feather that we had gained. And I will address the crowd as I have their attention.
You certainly do.
My friends, my blood Our ancients bear witness to my words. To you I commit these words like a string of jewels, all precious. I have devoted my life to the old ways to preserve our people. He flourishes the makuidol. The Konekuiloa of my father, of the Laughing Red, the word of our tribes, and the faith of my mother, of Ilum. And through our faith, I have become strong, not for myself, but for you, for our people. But despite my strength of faith, a lifetime of prayers have been lost, unheard by sleeping ancients. But no longer. I have had a vision of Ilum, of Joss, of the Red, of the Beast. They lie in captivity by some strange hand. And for witnessing this crime, I was attacked by creatures that resembled our ancestors, twisted by this hand. But fear not, for in our victory, Ilum has granted us these tokens of her favor. A favor, now one of which I will grant to you. Then he will search out for a child or an elder that's in the crowd, and hand the Anvanti feather to them.
Alright, persuasion check advantage.
Oh, baby.
Let's
Hot damn.
One moment. The crowd is silent.
Oh, shit.
Both from the performance of Dagda, or from the heavy words spoken by Teo. They are delivered like a scholar. The enthusiasm placed behind them, an almost desperate tinge. The words do find them. Child takes the feather and holds it looking up towards their mother, who, despite herself, will look up towards Teo. Few of the other Anvanti look amongst each other. Someone that you do not see calls out from the crowd. A voice of the Anvanti, perhaps representing all of them, or perhaps representing some of them. A voice of fear calls out. What's the point? The spirits abandoned us!
The spirits slumber. I have seen them. They have not abandoned you, but they are captive. You must find the strength in your devotion. Though the people of this land may enslave you, may insult you, or spit at your shadow, do not lose your faith. They are still here. It is by this faith that you will light the path for their return. It is by this faith that our ancients and our people will be free once again.
Persuasion advantage.
That's still good.
Someone else from the crowd will call out. Of what matter is it that you've seen? We do not see them. Yeah, they don't do anything for us. Our prayers aren't answered. What makes you think yours are any better?
My prayers are the same as yours. They hold no more sacred power than yours. Yet I was granted this vision, I'm not sure how. By holding to that faith. I'm not special. I am a cleric of Ilum, to be sure, but if we were to hold to our traditions and to our faiths, perhaps they would have the strength to return. I need your help. I come today with this feather that I'm looking to churn the winds of change for you, for all of us. I'm coming to tell you of not just my vision, but my dream. A promise of sanctuary for our people. A place where you people can live and worship and prosper without the fear of the slaver's net. And when I return, I will bear this gift for you.
Persuasion check advantage.
Hell yeah.
Go.
Oh, it's him.
You see that some of the people look to you with a different look, as if seeing you for the first time. Some of them, dare you say, even have a bit of steel behind their gaze. They're listening. But there will always be those that doubt. And one calls out, "By your own words, you say you're not special. Why should we believe anything that you're saying? Yeah, what if you fail? We're supposed to put our faith into someone that can't even speak up for himself?"
I do nothing different than what you can do yourselves in your own homes, with your own people. Pray together. Keep your traditions. Have children, send them forth. Do not let the people die. My strength is of one person, but together, as a people, we will have the strength. The strength to see real change in this place. Not just this town that sells slaves, not just going day to day, as you are, complacent in knowing that for today you are not in the cage. I shall hope that your luck holds out. But I will, however, build my sanctuary for those who do not wish to await the slaver's collar. Have strength and faith in each other and the ancients. They will return to us.
Persuasion advantage. Reroll 5s and lower. The people appear to be convinced of your sincerity, but you have not been successful in convincing those that doubt the words that you say. You can see that some start to splinter off. You hear whispers of some saying, "I'm not going to have kids here. What, so they can be slaves too?" Another one whispers, "If he knows what he's doing, then why doesn't he just go do it?" Another one will whisper, "If we're all just like him, then why are we stuck here?" Those with steely-eyed gazes will look at you, sharing your eye, and then will nod to you, thankful to be reminded of the strength of their people. But you will see they too will list away, as they have no leader to follow. The crowd disperses, but not without supplying Dadga with 265 gold pieces.
Hey.
God damn.
Big money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dagda, you should not take from these people. They have so little.
To be clear, this money was like thrown at him, so he doesn't even know who it belongs to.
Teo will still look disappointingly at the collection of gold from an impoverished community. Do you continue to collect it?
Hey, they and my people getting paid.
While he fights
it
with
is-
his inner demons, Butler will walk up.
Hold on, are you all D10s?
Yes.
No, I'm a
Or
D.
me? Or
Oh.
I'm talking to you, Butler. Are you all D10s? Are you fighter, Mordgard?
yes.
Okay, what's your Constitution modifier?
+2 with tough.
Okay, well, tough should be added automatically. I'll roll it. Go ahead and continue your roleplay.
He'll walk up to Tio, and I must say, you have no talent for such thing, but your passion can be heard for miles.
It is.
Your words are deep.
It is my. I do this for my people. I do not do this to make a show of myself. And unfortunately, without the help of others, I can't seem to reach as many ears as I would like, or to embolden the spirits of my people in a way that is more effective. I'm appreciative of you, Dagda. I'm sorry. You deserve to be paid for your services.
Mhm.
But thank you for your words, Butler.
I wish to ask, what is this mission to you? It does not seem you wish to cleanse the land so much as it seems to claim it. Is this true?
As this is the first time that he's leaked that he's looking to create a sanctuary somewhere else, Theo will kind of falter a bit, realizing that he kind of let the cat out of the bag. I am a mercenary, as the rest four of us are. I understand that you are not, but this abacus, this work is a means to an end. And opportunities have availed themselves to me, to us. Maybe I will allow you to share in my vision when we are traveled more together. I would be happy to tell you.
You nod.
Talakar will walk up and sort of jab Tio in his shoulder a bit. You know, from everything that they were saying, you might as well just be the leader that they need.
I don't wish to lead. I wish to offer this as a gift to them. Others may lead. I am a servant. I am not a lord.
Well, for now, shouldn't it just be best to at least take the position of some sort of figure?
I only wish for my people to be safe. And as you may have surmised, Pride Lake is unclaimed land. It is befouled by the magics of the unknown origin, likely the metal doctor that we had encountered before, but I have already spoken to the mayor of Blackfield and Annabelle, and I have seen a path forward to create a land a settlement maybe, on Pride Lake, where my people can be free and protected from the slavers' nets, where they can worship freely.
Talakar will sort of raise an eyebrow at that and give him a smirk. You know, that sounds kind of like you're a leader making moves.
You cut out there.
You cut out after making moves.
He's
Shit!
dead, Jim. He's dead. He's gone.
I just said that was it. He just said that sounds like you're a leader making moves, whether you know it or not, or realize it.
We will see, as this demands a lot to put into place before those winds can change. But I would hope that with your cooperation and that of the others, should they so wish to join me on this, I will have a place for you to build your dreams as well. If nothing else, there should be riches at Pride Lake, which I will be happy to share with all of you. And if you wish to know more about our culture and stay there a bit, I would not deny you the knowledge of our faith.
And in turn, I'll share in my knowledge and my own customs with you. If anything, you mind teaching me Anvanti? The language?
Teo's face brightens up, and you see him grin, which is not something that he does very often. I would be delighted.
Talakar will smirk again at that. But it won't be for free, obviously. I'll teach you my languages.
Thank you.
If you're so inclined to do so.
You've come a long way from telling me that my faith was not real. He will joke and laugh, which is something he's also never done.
I don't like this side of him.
What does his laugh sound like, Van?
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, do it.
He's trying.
The smile probably looks awful.
Very amusing.
At least
My
it wasn't.
apologies.
At least it wasn't the man dark laugh. Ha 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 ha. Continue.
Oh god, that's even worse.
Getting the title. The title.
I just laugh.
Not the tightest laugh. I'll be right back. Food's here.
I would have a place. I would have a place for all of you, should this happen. But as Annabelle has indicated to me in private, that to protect that land, I would need the approval of neighboring cities, at least two: Riverton, Twist River, and Blackfield. I believe I can acquire that from Blackfield on the esteem that we've gained with the mayor there. But the other two, I am afraid I am unaware of, and it may prove difficult with the predispositions against my people that seem to be rampant in this land. But the land of Pride Lake is befouled. I'm sorry, Dagda, but I would strongly reward you and cherish your help to help cleanse those lands, so that my people may live there, if that is something that you would be willing to join me with.
Anything that helps nature, I would gladly partake in. So you don't need to worry about that.
Thank you. Baraka, of course, you are one of the peoples. You may be the leader that these people seek. I would have you come too if you would be
I could do
willing.
that. I would be honored.
There is a place for you, and Eden, and any of those who wish to join. Thank you for helping me today and for seeing a bit more of our faith.
I must say, none of you are exactly what I was expecting of the abacus. How exactly did you find yourself in their service?
Big question.
It is curious that Lady Annabelle had decided to lump us outcasts together, the elf, the Anvanti, the foreigners.
I guess
Maybe.
we are the odd bunch.
Perhaps so. Perhaps she wished to contain our egregiousness to one squad. Welcome to Squad Silver, I guess.
Well, I guess that makes me one of the oddballs. It is a pleasure to join you. He'll once again reach out a hand.
Balls.
He will take your palm and touch it to his bare chest.
Elbows, Karaka.
Oh, okay.
Is this an
He'll,
Andante thing?
Raise a powerful eyebrow.
Raising an eyebrow.
He will,
Okay.
he will put his hand on your chest as well. And then he will
Go
release it.
on.
In public. Oh my.
He releases his arm too. A strange greeting, but not offensive. I would ask if you ever meet a lord that you don't do that.
My apologies.
No. Again, I am no such man.
You're in.
You're in.
But they are well, more to their own customs than to willingly partake in another's.
I see. The question of how we've all arrived to serve the abacus is one that I don't believe I asked myself. I know of mine. It's unspectacular, but it is one that bears asking at this point.
Most of those I had met, whether in training or with Miss Coin herself, always seemed to only answer to said coin, whether her or, more literally speaking. You all seem a bit more passionate in your reasons, beyond monetary, as if that's just a goal that leads you to the next one. I guess stating that you're all put here together for that specific reason might hold some truth.
Telakar will sort of scratch his head at that. Passion's one word for it, at least in my case, but not the correct word. I guess if we're sharing dreams and goals and all that, mine is kind of threefold. One, well, to explore the land that my mother came from. Two, start a chapter of my father's mercenary business out here. And three is to find a traitor and kill her.
Traitors. He'll grimace at such thing.
He'll
Understand.
at that, he'll hold out his dagger. This dagger belonged to one of my brothers. His name was Maxwell. And he'll look over at Teo. At that. You asked me once what faith meant to me. This is a representation of that. Have you ever seen someone engage in cannibalism?
Eyebrow raise.
There are some tribes. I've
There-
heard much, but never witnessed personally.
There were always dark rumors amongst the nobles of such things.
Yeah. Well, one of my sisters, she was power hungry. But she was always power hungry. I'm not sure if she figured that eating someone was a means of gaining power. He'll let out a long sigh. Well, I happened to come across him one night while on patrol, and yeah. I tried to stop her. She overpowered me, finished her meal, and fled
She ate our brother. When your family eats one of your own, my guess is for what she believed is a jump in power. But I'm not quite certain. She fled from Calcatesh, and I've tracked her down to this continent. So, yeah. Faith, to me, is in my family. I was tasked with finding her and putting an end to her. But I'm not supposed to take it personal. And he'll sort of grimace at that, putting the dagger back in his sheath. But it's hard not to. I don't mind helping you. We'll go to Pride Lake. We'll clear it out. We'll get your sanctuary built, Teo. But I have goals that I have to accomplish here as well.
Well, you very well may work to build your mercenary guild in Pride Lake, if that is your wish. And I should hope that any resources gained there can help you to find who you are looking for. Your sibling. I can understand having faith in one's blood. It's a dear thing to me.
He'll nod at that. I appreciate it. And if you all would be willing to help me, I would greatly appreciate it. You don't have to, but that's where I am at.
I must say I'm rather surprised at how willingly you have opened your hearts to me. Or each other. But
Should I hold a disposition against you, as all those around us seem to do against my people? No.
But I do not wish to insult those who are going to be assisting me and to whom I now am he'll look to Talagar, been bested by an honorable duel. I will be blunt than for my own intentions. I are simple. During our travels here from Mornow to Saphira, my sister has grown ill from the sickness that plagues this land, and I seek the cure. It is that simple.
He'll sort of raise an eyebrow at that, but nod. Well, do you know what kind of disease it is? I may be able to help.
The Abacus is already spending the money. Their resources are going, and I am deeply within their debt.
He'll nod at that.
And so I am working with you, which, from my understanding, one of you is more capable of the alchemical sorts that could help study this sickness, this plague of the land.
He'll sort of gesture to himself. Yeah, that'd be me.
Good. And I will ensure your safety and the rest of you as well, so that we may complete this mission. I repay my debts to the Abacus and to any work, and hopefully be able to restore my sister.
And he'll nod at that.
You kind of look a little stiff and uncomfortable having to explain all this, but
Tail will look at Eden. Like, what is Eden doing while we're yapping over here?
Just
Yeah.
staring at all of you, letting loose everything in the middle of a public market. Like,
Yeah.
this is happening.
Talakar doesn't really care at this point.
It's like a flat, like, I'm listening expression, but there's something else on my mind, and he's not gonna. I'm just staring at you all. I'll notice your gaze, eyebrow raise, subtle wave. That's about it.
There is a place for you too, at this proposed sanctuary. Should you so wish.
As you said, but yes, as you've said.
But we are getting ahead of ourselves. There is much to do in that regard before these dreams can be realized.
Yes, please allow us to move on from that.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Taps
So-
Dagda on the shoulder. I need to speak with you privately for a second.
Oh, sure.
Drags you into a poor alleyway.
Oh. Okay.
And there they go.
For being so open, you all seem to rather enjoy your personal conversations.
That's the them thing. I don't understand why.
He doesn't understand. Things
Some-
back on 2 weeks ago.
Sometimes the boy needs to be corrected.
Anyways,
Mm.
just rubber face like that. That was a lot that they just did, and to think about. Dagda, I know we don't have. She like swish her hands back and forth, gesturing to both of us. A relationship, but I have a heavy favor to ask of you.
Oh, go right ahead.
Oh.
I'm listening.
I'll just be blunt and simple with you. There's something I want, and I do not have the funds for it. And I would like to ask. It's not something I'm comfortable with asking about, but I'm the least amount of uncomfortable with asking you as of late.
Well, if you want to me to help you with funds, I could certainly do that.
Of course, I'm going.
As much
Pay
as
you
you want,
back.
in fact. Well, you wouldn't really need to either, since I owe you my life after all. Saved mine, so
Money.
I guess
that
it's
is
some
not
way of-
something to wave you off. That remove that from your mind entirely. There's no amount of money that can repay that. Just I don't know. Buy me dinner or
Be
something.
here. If it wasn't your- Everyone says I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for what you've done, alright?
What the fuck was that? Like what?
Like
That was some toxic
Yeah.
behavior right there. What the fuck?
listen, I had a choice, and I had the time to save you. There was nothing making me not want to save you. But anyone else in
Still
the
a choice.
situation would have done the same.
Hmm.
Well, yes, I'm just not in the. Owing favors is the important thing to me, and I don't want to owe you two. So we will discuss that one at a later date. For now, though.
Alright.
And she'll clap her hands together. Have you? It would be better to show you. Would you like to come to the slave market with me? Or, I guess I should not call it that. The market with me.
Yeah, my worries. Alright, I suppose.
Nice. Okay. Then we're off. Comes out of the alleyway. Walks back to party. Slaps Karaka in the spine. I believe you said you wanted to come with me.
Yeah, I can. I can help.
Well, it's not so much help anymore. Well, there's been some adjusting. I'll do what I originally had planned later, but there is still something of interest I'd like to go and procure. Slowly looks over at Talakar. I hope to see perhaps that fellow that I had you look for isn't actually sold. Let's go see, shall we? Could you tell me where that vendor's stall was that you spoke with? Oh wait, never mind. You're probably banned from there.
Yeah, I can't go back there.
Never mind then. Well, I'm going to go to the market and we'll meet back at the tavern. Yes.
Sure.
Anybody is welcome to join. It's nothing interesting.
Are you addressing all of us?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm close to finishing my translation codex. I will need another day or so to complete it, but I wish to return to that. And with the newfound funds that we have, start preparing spell scrolls for use in our travels ahead.
Sounds good. That won't be long.
Arcadum, quick question. That armor, that sword, and that shield you said had that I could smelt down for the ectoplasm.
Yeah.
Do I need to go to the armor for that, or
You can just do
just?
that. You can get that done. The thing is, though, if you want to have something crafted, it's going to take more than 4 days.
Well, I wouldn't even need to craft it, just to smelt it down to get
Well, if you just want the stock, yeah, that's easy.
the stock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I need the fucking.
All right.
All right. How would I put this?
Wait, can Dagda specialize see the recipe for these elixirs? Hold up.
Enacta what?
Can it specialize see the recipe for these elixirs? Hold on now.
Look at the elixirs right now.
Yeah, he can.
Oh,
sure.
shit! I was gonna wait to do that till after they were finished, but
Ah.
Who has the
Carl-
elixirs right now?
Sorry, outburst, my bad. Intrusive thoughts.
Yeah.
That's a good thought.
We could do it back together as a group once we regroup up.
All right,
Yeah.
who's going where?
We're going back to where we saw the cat boy in episode 1.
Okay. Who's we?
Yeah, who is we? I know I'm going. Mig said he's coming, and Talakar
I'm
said he's
going.
coming.
I'm coming with as well now.
Butler?
That was Trey, but I wish
No,
I
it
could
was
do
me.
that.
Yeah.
It was Trey.
Yeah,
It's me.
Yeah, my
That's
bad.
Talakar.
Wrong
cannot go there.
auntie, my bad.
What the
You
fuck?
all look the same to me.
So,
Oh god.
all of you go? Or
Is Butler coming?
No.
I'd probably stick around Kyoto at the moment.
Okay, cool. So,
Yeah. Teo is going back to the tavern to try to finish up his book.
So Karaka, Aiden, and Dagda are going to the market.
all right, what you in the mood for?
I'm looking
Maybe
for
some slaves?
just looking for the guy that's
Can I
selling.
interest you in some slaves?
Is perchance the same guy selling slaves, the same one selling a velociraptor?
No.
Tragic. That's okay. 2 trips then.
Yeah.
Okay,
They're
so,
both
so you're looking for
animals.
the person selling the velociraptor?
I'm looking first for the person that is selling cat boys. Or potentially was selling cat boys. I'm actually looking for him. Unlike certain
Oh, so you
buyers that I
are
don't know
going to the
lied.
slave market.
I am going to the slave market. I just
I
have 2
see.
trips in
I
mind
see.
now.
In that case, you'll see that there is an SCTC individual. It seems that today is their day at the market. You will see about 12 of your countrymen on sale. As you approach, the man will spot you, smile, and will walk up to you. Oh, greetings to you, milady! Jackdaw at your service. Looking for anything? See anything that you like?
Skinwalkers. Do you have
Ooh, fresh out of Skinwalkers, I'm afraid. We haven't quite cornered the market on that. Last one was sold some time ago.
Yes, unfortunately, I seem to have been beaten to the punch.
Fear not. The bazaar is always going. The winter shipments haven't all come in. In fact, if I may speak frankly, this first batch, these are worthless on Vonti. They're no good at all. They're sickly, they're not good for good work. None of them are even that beautiful, even if you could consider such a creature beautiful. But don't worry, this is just to get all the flax out of the way. Everyone knows that the real sales happen at sundown.
Oh, you've piqued my interest, good sir.
Indeed. Now, I don't know if we have any skinwalkers, but as it just so happens, we captured someone from the far, far west. A place known as Gallows, they say.
Oh, Gallows. I don't think I've been there. It sounds quite exotic. Tell me more.
Yes, it's a continent where the warrior is considered sacred, and we happen to have one of those warriors. Took quite a few men to bring him down, too. Now he's in chains and ready to serve.
You've pulled my. Okay, show me. You've pulled my interest in.
Oh, very good, very good. Come. All we ask is that you wait here for about an hour or so that the chaff can get cleared.
Yes,
Coffee? On the house, of course.
No, thank you.
Are you sure? It's a mint on Vonti brew, made from the finest slaves. They're elders, you see.
Oh, the elders brew it.
Oh, of course. A few skills are quite developed by the Onvanti, and their elders make some of the best tea.
You know what? I might have to take you up on that another time.
Very well, as you wish.
Jackdaw, you said your name was?
Jackdaw, yes.
Oh,
Jack
a pleasure
Space
to meet
Daw.
you.
My full name is not Jackdaw as in one name, it is Jackdaw.
Yes, that's space. Might I ask, and she'll lean close, how do you procure such useful slaves? As I wandered around before. I know it must be a trade secret, but...
yes, I can't reveal all of our secrets, but I can tell you what I've seen our competitors do.
Leans in.
Well, those not affiliated with the SCTC, they go about doing it the old-fashioned way, I suppose. The quarrying and baiting and capturing. Now, to elicit such product is fairly straightforward. Has a lot of risk. Risk to the product, risk to the manpower. Not worth it, in my opinion. Now, the real value is those that find themselves with the capability to capture but not hold. So, I've seen plenty of our competitors take those that would find criminals, bounty hunters, and simply pay them more money than their state would. In fact, I've heard that many of these slaves that are brought over are in fact from a place where they must serve a penal sentence. I believe they're called the Iron or something. It's from Calcutta.
I see.
History check.
I'm fucking an idiot.
Who the fuck knows? This is some crap.
Who the fuck knows what he's talking about?
Who
Well
knows?
then, that's not of interest to me. Well then, seeing as you've shown how reliable and the quality that varies between these traders, I'm looking to make some connections within the markets and find myself a useful influx of servants.
Well, there's a few individuals that you might go to. You could always come to the SCTC. We'd be happy to have you. Plenty of connections there. But if you're looking something for the right kind of people, I've heard that the flipped coin is a fairly good place to go and search for some things. It's a bit of a local watering hole for all of us hard-working jackdaws.
Hilarious. And the flipped coin?
One moment, ma'am. I have to attend to something. And you'll see him dart off and going over to a couple of the Anvanti. There's an argument, and you overhear that one of the purchasers is demanding an entire family for the price of 2 rather than the full 5 people that are there, saying that the 3 children can't possibly create an equalized output to 3. And you'll see that the 2 men haggle down to 2.5 and then shake on it, and he comes back. Apologies, a bit of business.
No problem, no problem. You said an hour until I could see this unique fellow?
Ah, yes. Very soon, very soon. The last of the chaff are getting wheated. Ah, very good. Now, the rare commodities are coming. Alright, and up here you can see that there are a few people from places you don't really recognize. But one of them, the man points out to you to be the Glean warrior. You can see that the man before you has his wrists bound, his head hooded and tied shut, and his feet tied as well. He has 3 rows of chains on him. He does not have a token yet because he's still covered.
I see. Side eye. Would we be able to look over the product? You
No,
could just be making a show for no reason.
I suppose that's true. And buyer beware. But unfortunately, I'm under strict orders not to loosen any of his bindings.
Oh, no, not loosen. Just, come close, outside of biting distance.
Oh, well, I suppose if you wanted to get a sniff of him. He is quite an alluring older, the ladies have told me.
I will see for myself. You don't want mind if my companion comes with.
Oh, of course
As
not,
I-
of course not. Who knows, you might have found yourself a third. My wife and I oftentimes trade a few Anvanti in the middle of our own coitus. As he walks away.
I'm glad he walked away because I am. Yep. Okay. I will follow after
I'm
him.
here. Am I
Yes,
here?
you are there.
Yeah,
you're
you're here.
here.
You saw all that happen.
Yeah, both of you are
Yeah,
here.
because I know that as Karaka in that moment, I felt so aghast. I don't even know how I would react from the
Did you say you're done? Too?
I was
Yeah.
waiting for either of you to
it's-
speak up, and I was just like,
I think Karaka would just shake his head he'd be sick to his stomach hearing that.
I'm going to elbow you and tell you you're welcome to stay back if you wish.
1 second, I think this is necessary. Looks at camera. We at the Glory Stream are only acting. We do not support any of these acts. I am not a fucking terrible person. Okay, I just wanted to say that. I'm just role-playing. Go ahead.
As the man walks away, I will whisper to both of them that they are free to leave should they feel uncomfortable, but I would like Bagda to look over this man with his eyes if he feels comfortable to do so. It's not required, though.
It's alright.
We follow after the man.
Yeah.
Okay. Caracas, as you follow after the man, you can see that several of your countrymen are being strung up, their arms behind themselves onto a train. You see that a family is separated as the children were deemed not as valuable as the parents and were sold for a half sale to another group. Their cries echo in the back of your mind in the Antvanti language. Calls of mother and father and the wailings of their parents before they are finally eaten by the surrounding cacophony of commerce. Eventually, you come to stand before this mysterious stranger, heavily covered, heavily bound.
And what was it you called it? I'm just going to talk with him so Bagda can look over him without drawing too much attention.
He is from Glaeus. They call themselves samurai. Silly name for a warrior.
And this fellow was called again? The something warrior.
Oh, I know not what title he has.
Ah, it's just what you were calling it. My mistake.
All right,
Go,
Dagda,
go.
are you looking at it with your special eyes?
Yeah, while they're talking, I will lift this blindfold a little bit up so you can look at him.
Oh boy. Are you ready to see what he looks like?
Yeah.
Yes.
Grab Karaka. Chill the fuck out.
Oh god.
Hmm.
Maybe I shouldn't have brought you along.
Imagine it was tail instead. Oh,
I'm not bringing Theo.
It would have been a fight.
you offered him.
It would've
Yeah,
been
I
a
offered
straight-up
it
fight.
to attempt to be nice. Had he have said yes, I would have been like, no.
Hmm.
Oh, Theo, you must pay with their lives for these atrocities. Oh god. Sorry, my throat is lay killing me.
It's okay. You have to work in the market with these Anvantes, you know.
No, that was
Probably
me. Arcadum
Some
coughing.
illness or sickness, you know. Oh, my bad, my mistake. Oops.
That's wild to say.
Yeah.
These unwashed pores in their cages, languishing in their own filth.
You like how I called it a hit? You like that?
Yeah, it was crazy.
That was crazy, wasn't it?
That was interesting.
All right. Let me conjure him.
Unleash the farm equipment.
The farm. Wow.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
I've been with that all week. It's crazy.
That's
God.
that. I can't say something like that. That's crazy.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, well, she keeps quoting Boondocks, and I can't do the quote back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm simply in the market for
You are
some,
out of control. Is what you are.
some pets. I'm looking for some pets as well.
Well-
Hey, you're endangering this man right now. You need
Dagda, you lift up your blindfold and you see this underneath.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Yo.
Maybe I am in the market.
Okay. Hmm.
Mr. Jackdaw, so let's say I do purchase this one.
Yes.
What's to make it listen to me?
So, we have employed a new prototype mark, a bit of magic that we've incorporated from the Metherian Church. It is a mark upon their back, not dissimilar to the brand that the elves wear, that will allow you to know the location and make it more susceptible to your commands. I will admit, the prototype has not been thoroughly tested, but it is my hope that with similar testing, we may be able to incorporate wholesale to all of our merchandise.
And how would a contracted purchase work? What if this one escaped me and I could not find it? And
Well-
let's say found it later.
Well, the mark will help you find them, but it is noted that to keep the heavy and tight leash upon them, especially this one. We've been told that in his culture, suicide is considered a honorable thing. Quite barbaric, if you ask me. What kind of silly notion would that even be?
Well, I know much of things with stubborn honor. And how much would this fellow be?
A premium price of 600 gold pieces.
Above table. Holy shit, that's not very expensive.
Well, he's not worth that much.
Haggle him regardless.
Oh my god.
Man.
Arcadum.
Yes, Dagda?
I guess with my eyes, can I find out like his combat capabilities?
Oh, you want to know what he is, huh?
Hey, yo,
wanna
let's
know-
find out
you-
everything right
You
now.
want to know what he's got? I'll tell you what he's got. He is a level 8 samurai. He takes your ally slot.
Oh.
Holy
Hmm.
shit.
No slave spot.
You don't get
Does
one.
it-
You are not
does it-
demons.
I mean, like, he is, like, I'm, okay. Well then. Okay. Well then.
Well then. Okay.
Might I go speak with my companion here and come back with you with an answer?
Of course. Go and discuss whatever you need.
Yes, it was a pleasure to meet you.
It
Hopefully,
The pleasure was all mine, I assure you, madam.
Yes, hopefully I can rely on you for my future endeavors.
Indeed, you can rely on whatever you would love.
And gags. We shall return.
Nod.
Walks away.
Laughs. Kisses.
Gentlemen.
I'm just kidding. You didn't do that.
Okay. I walk away with Karaka and Dagda in tow.
Oh, one more thing. His order is the Order of the Minami.
Oh.
Not me.
I heard a guess. I don't know what that means.
Anywho,
Don't tell me outside of character.
I know. So I think at this time, Karaka would like. He's obviously just been. I've just been so quiet because I would be incredibly, just shocked, being in his position. So I'm just gonna shut the fuck up and try and experience this. And he's gonna grab your arm really tightly and say, "The next time we come back to this fucking place, I will burn it to the ground."
Well.
Remember,
Oh,
Bartholomew, you must use the full length of the whip, or else the lash doesn't bite deep enough. Ah! That's better. That's how you know it's a real moan and not a fake one.
I will enjoy having my. You will be first.
Calm yourself, Karaka. I understand. Maybe not completely or as closely, but I do. And
Look at
no, I won't do that. We'll hand on the flat of Karaka's back, walk them towards someone selling it. I'm looking for the Velociraptor now.
Oh.
Dagda, what did you see when looking at that man?
He is certainly capable, I suppose. He doesn't lie when he says he's a warrior.
Well, what do you think?
My opinion on slavery and such is not really a topic I like speaking about. However, getting us much help with Pride Lake would certainly be helpful, but
That's all it really is help. Not looking for a slave for my own purposes, but we do require the help. Capable help. And then, once he's done what we need to do, we could just let him go.
That is what I would like as well.
Simply how I feel. Others may not agree, but others did not go through what we went through when we were ill prepared. And I would not like to let it happen again. Karaka.
Yeah.
when you have a problem.
No.
Good. I'm going to hand. I know I have to go with you. You don't know what a velociraptor looks like. You might come back with a bird. I'm going to go find this creature that I would like to buy. That. Oh yes, looks over at Karaka. You saw it when you were apparently shopping, getting yelled at, crossbows pointed at you in the market. Apparently.
Oh, you're speaking about the
large lizard. Yes.
bipedal reptilian.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes. Could you show me where you saw it?
Yes, right this way. I would like to make the most efficient route to this location.
Got it.
Get the fuck out of there.
Well, as you have waited till sundown to see the nice stuff, as you get there, you will see that the Velociraptor is no longer for sale.
No!
It has
Slam
been
no.
purchased.
No! Who purchased it?
Damn.
But
Who bought it?
there is a griffin for sale.
That was
Yo.
well, pause. Run that one back.
A griffin.
We talking like full size griffin, like caca.
A juvenile griffin, capable of flight and a rider.
Would you two look it over, please? I don't need some crippled beast. Nothing against you and your, previous companion, Karaka.
Nature check, please.
Yes, so
Oh, just
Good.
Do we have to scouturize?
I just look at it. I
Okay.
guess.
As you look at it with your eyeballs, this
Yeah.
is a griffin mount. It is only available to those that have mastery in animal handling. If taken as a mount, through this regard, it gains its full level up tree along with that particular individual as they gain levels. This is the griffin with an F.
Griffin with an F.
The lion one.
Ooh.
The lion bird.
The lion bird. Will you
could I
speak with it?
subtly cast speak with animals right now?
Sure.
I'd like to do that and get really close to, well, not really close, but close enough to where the distance between me and this griffin are to get its attention, and I would like to just say how my name is Karaka.
You cut out.
Do you wish to
You
come
cut
out
out.
of your? Oh, do you wish to come out of your
As you
your cage to stretch your wings?
As you get closer, you can hear that the creature is... This is before you speak. You can hear that the creature is slowly speaking to itself. Do not go. Goodbye. Those cage. The wise men therein does there hope no lightning. They do not. And go ahead and speak.
Smiles as I look at him. So,
Go ahead, Caracas. Say what you said again.
I had essentially had wait. I had asked if they wanted to step out of the cage. That's what I'd.
Okay. As you speak, the griffin's eyes will open, zooming in almost instantly upon the source of the noise. It turns its great beak and suddenly rises, seeming even larger than it was before. It will then open its beak, chittering and churring to those listening, but it will say unto Caracas, "You are blessed with the voice of the wilds. Its sylvan tones still yet whisper to me by Feywild's grasp. State thy name, that we might have proper correspondence.
At this point, I realize I can understand it because I speak Sylvan.
Yes, then you heard all that.
I
But it is looking at Caracas.
Yeah, looked around for a second, wondering who was having a moment, and then realized it's the creature. Oh.
It's still looking at Caracas.
It is a pleasure to meet you, great beast. It is I, Karaka Kacheta, an advocate for the wilds.
A pleasure to make an acquaintance. A perceived delight under such dark arrays. Though my chains do bite upon my legs, I look upon thee and see thee, Caracas. I see, nay, feel upon you. The blessings of your people do rumble within your blood. I have heard of your Aunt Von T. Though many of the long-legged breeds look the same to me, I would say that your mane is frivolous fey, and has shown you to be quite a specimen for your people. You are a pride to your breed. He likes your hair.
I totally. Karaka will smile and bow and will say, "Well, why I appreciate this. It is an honor."
Honor.
And
so it would be that honor disappears from this land. He will stomp his claw, which will kind of gain the ire of one of the attendants, who will slap him with a stick. He bears the brunt of the assault.
Immediately, as soon as it happens, I'd like to reach my hand out to try and stop the guy. Obviously, not going in time to do so, but
I'm going to grab your arm, simply because
As
we cannot help.
As the stick strikes the bird, it will take the blow and will look down upon you. Your hand moves to prevent darkness. This is good. Though wisdom begets that your movement is done with the rashness of good, untempered by wisdom. The chains that bind me are beyond the breaking of normal means. Forged in iron most holy, an affront to drain me of my divine power granted by the Sylvan Lords. Silver true binds me to this state. And thus I stand before you, a shadow, the great beast I would have been. It is good to hear kind words, and see the actions of good in a place so derived with avarice that I fear its insipid sickness might spread to me. But behave the dithering of an old feather. You have brought joy, though fleeting it might be. You have my thanks.
You said this is a juvenile?
It appears to be a juvenile.
Tragic. As I catch your arm, I will simply say, do not make the same mistakes Talakar made. We cannot help this creature if you are banned, or we are banned from here.
Can we please get this out of here?
Your mate speaks with the sylvan lisk. Tell me, maiden of beasted blood, do you understand my words?
Blinks audibly at mate. Yes, I do. I have not spoken with one before. You are the first, but I do understand you.
Double is my joy, and my heart, though heavy and weary with the confines of slavery, is uplifted to witness such a pairing. I thank you, for twice you have blessed me with joy.
Well, give me but a moment, and I might bless you with another. And I will look over to the shopkeep trader, merchant, whoever is smacking with a stick, and ask, how much is this creature?
You're not the first to ask that. This featherhead here is going for a high price. Unfortunately, it's only here to get people riled up. It's already been purchased.
No. And by who? Oh, not by who? And how much should they pay you for it?
Did you ask by who?
No, I asked how much they said person paid for it.
Oh,
Nothing
it
else
isn't
to
what
do
they
with it.
paid me. I'm just here to make sure that the beast doesn't take a bite out of anyone. Now, I believe the captain purchased this from some broad trader that he met upon the week of peace some time ago. The creature's been in storage, but now that the winter months are upon us, the captain wants to put him on display.
So it's been purchased already. What? Now I will actually ask. Would I be able to speak with whoever purchased it?
If you think you can make an audience with Captain Artemis Felch, then you have more power than me, girl.
As well. The Abacus likes to make connections.
Well, if the dear leader of the Abacus would like to speak to the leader of the SCTC, I'm sure that they have the means to do so.
Of course. Guess we have a conversation to have.
Captain Artemis Felch. Oh, he was such a royal bird to display his own prominence in chains.
Hmm.
I love storytelling.
Interesting.
That
Well.
mother.
Oh man.
Is your dear captain here in Saphira at the moment? Should Annabelle wish to speak with him?
Well, I don't know. I'm not my captain's keeper. He does what he wishes to do so. Besides, girl, I'm far down the chain. I wouldn't know where he was at any point in time. If you want to ask truly, go ask with the coin counter somewhere. Now get back, lest the bird take a bite out of you.
Oh, yes, and that would be a shame, wouldn't it? All right. Just looks back at the other two. Well,
The griffin will look down upon you, and then it will speak. Your efforts, though in vain, steel my heart against despair. I know not if this world has any justice left within it. Thy chains upon my hands keep me bound, my wings bound in iron, may never yet extend again. But know this, fair coupling, my heart soars each rise of every morn. Do not weep for me.
if I'm anything like my stubborn companions, I'm nothing but stubborn. Hold out a little bit longer. You never know.
A little hope is a dangerous thing, but there is a steeliness to your voice. Very well. You have given me your names and have promised to do something about my chains. My rescuers should know the name of that which they rescue. I am known as Great Feather. He will stomp the ground. Named afore my fathers before me.
Which is more than an honor. I will hold it deep within my heart to myself.
Kadaka will still continue to be in awe, but will snap out of it and say, I will do my best to free you.
By any chance, Great Feather, may we have one of your feathers?
That's such a bold question, such a bold request.
Mm-hmm.
Alas, I am bound by honor to gift only my feather to those that have performed a great deed, or to my rider. And though you have lifted my heart, honor demands that this is insufficient.
Of course. Well, we'll be here for the next 4 days. Should I not return by then, I shall not give up.
Go forth, coupling, and
Jesus
seek
Christ.
joy.
We are not mates. Wise.
He will
creature.
lift himself up. Seek joy, for life is doth fleeting. Caca! He will screech out,
Just like
and then he'll
everyone
get
else is hearing.
and then he'll get beaten by a bunch of sticks.
God.
Okay, let's go back. Okay, you, Karaka. I'll put both my hands on your shoulders, squeezing them tightly. Speak with Hannibal. I'm going to go do something with Bagda, and we'll meet you back at the tavern.
Unfortunately, we are at time,
Yeah. But
so we'll call it there.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Cacao.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
What happened to our extension bill?
It's 20 minutes past. What?
Check playtime.
Oh my god. dude.
tabs fingers
Are you,
together.
are you checking my fucking clock out card right now?
I can get a lot
Wow.
better. in
I
10
was talking
minutes.
about slavery. I mean, I'm cracking the whip on you now, boy.
I can do a lot in 9 minutes. my boy.
Looks at camera.
Foolish monkeys.
This will be something used against them later.
No,
All right,
it's all good. Thank you
Let's-
very much.
let's fucking. Are you sure about our extend session? Yeah. What about that? Like,
Extend this.
You can't just say that on everything.
I just did.
I just did. Please, someone touch my penis.
My extension. Just to clarify, we're still on the same day, right? I get that it's getting late in the day, but we're still on the same day. So, like, if I wanted to go talk with the samurai boy, he'd still be out front. Who would you? First of all, shush you, Mr. Ben from the market. You can't even come back here.
Anyway, thank you for watching, everyone. I didn't see any fan art.
Oh, there is.
There it is.
Where?
Is there?
I did not
It's,
see
it's
it.
there.
Where?
Hold up now.
You were blinded by the glory of the griffin.
I mean, I do like the Griffin, but
It did.
I like boys and girls.
I don't see it. I really don't.
I
There
swear
it
I
is.
just saw it.
I see it.
Am I just like going insane?
Are you in the right tab?
Oh, there.
I just
Okay.
pinged you.
Oh, for some reason, my time stamp was reset.
Oh.
That's weird. Okay, strange.
Oh, so weird. Yeah.
What the? Yeah, I'm lying. What the fuck?
Well, it's good to know that you could admit it.
Okay, Craig.
Craig, welcome to the party.
I just got fucking scolded for giving you a little too much sass. If you keep waking the dragon, I'm going to devour you whole. Which I know you enjoy because you're bisexual.
Hey, yo.
Is that how that works?
I don't fucking know.
Devour his hole now.
Look at his token. He likes boys and girls.
Oh, good.
Immortalized.
Truly.
Butler and Teo gif. Very good.
Oh no, Teo.
Welcome to my ONT. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my!
Oh, that's amazing.
You know, I'm not sure how I appreciate this.
Oh, dude, look at this Talacar sketch.
God fucking damn it.
Yo.
Hey, yo!
New artwork.
It looks like you got titties, though.
Yeah, you got big old bitties. Let's go.
Oh, damn.
Look at them
you give him
bitties.
some fucking-
Look at those booties.
Ah,
Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah.
Hugs
I'm getting
and
close to our
kisses.
cup size.
Yeah.
Bye
Thank you.
bye, everybody.
Bye bye.